Welcome to Scout Dynamics. Greetings from the formerly poor drought-stricken California to the new poor rain-soaked California. We've just finished a week of warm, sunny, spring-like weather. But, as you can see, another storm is well on its way. Look for crying on your evening news. For our first video, we're going to start at close range. Pistol range close. Indoor range close. Most practical applications will be at close range. One is going to have a very difficult time explaining to the police, prosecutor, or jury that one was justified in shooting another human being at 100, 50, or even 25 yards. Likewise, the scout community is not limited to, but includes self-defense. So, it can also be difficult in justifying to a ranger, game warden, or other forestry official that you were justified in shooting an animal that was protected, out of season, or you simply did not have a tag for. The pistol is not the ideal weapon for countering a threat at pistol range. It has been said the purpose of a pistol is to fight your way to a rifle. Another variation states the rifle you should never have put down in the first place. Current doctrine states that either the shotgun or the combat carbine is the preferred tool for close-in self-defense. The lever-action carbine and semi-auto sporting rifle are also considered viable alternatives, or a good second alternative to the carbine. The traditional bolt-action rifle, however, is on the not recommended list. The scout rifle and other types of general-purpose rifles were designed to rectify this, to present a bolt-action rifle that can at least make it onto the approved for self-defense list. Especially here in California, where we have emasculated the carbine. And here in California, where the carbine is pretty much castrated, the scout rifle should present a viable alternative. We're going to start using the AR-15 as the baseline, since the carbine type weapon, such as the AR, is considered the preferred weapon for close-in defense. We're going to have an AR and the scout rifle both firing at 40 feet against a 10-inch target. 10-inch target to simulate a body shot. Now, the late Colonel Cooper pretty much stated that if you have mastered the rifle, you do not need to add a carbine to your collection. Many people disagree with it. I personally have yet to buy an AR. This one is borrowed. It is also the castrated California model, where you have the bullet button and 10-round magazine. But I think we will find that under the conditions that we're testing here, that the bullet button and limited magazine capacity will not be a deciding factor. If you have to reload or need more than 10 rounds in the parameters we're going to display here, you've already lost to the scout rifle. So, we're going to start by operating the AR in 3 methods. The first method, we're just going to go completely untrained. Someone who just bought the AR, didn't learn how to use it, and just tries to use it in a desperate act of self-defense by putting out the volume fire. Then we're going to go to controlled fire and attempt to use the AR properly. So for starters, AR-15, close in, defense, untrained. Well, that wasn't too bad. 4 rounds fired. It was 5. 1.11 seconds. Now, it's said that there is a bullet, a lawyer attached to every bullet. So, this is not a textbook example of how to defend the homestead. Launching 4, 5, or more lawyers downrange to counter one threat is not a viable alternative. Now add to the fact that you may have innocents in the vicinity of the threat. Let's try it the proper way. AR-15, single shot to the body. 0.4 seconds. One shot, one stop, threat neutralized. Now, late Colonel Cooper referred to the AR as a poodle shooter. But in his trials, when he first put the M16 or AR-15 to the test, he did conclude that at short to medium ranges, with the proper ammunition against an unprotected human body, the 5.56 223 is in fact utterly devastating. Now, we're going to try something different here. What about improper ammunition? If you have green tip or other full metal jackets that fail to fragment upon impact. The doctrine there calls for 3 rounds per threat. Veterans coming back from the sandbox in the Middle East, one guy said, hey, my policy was 5 per man. 5 for you, 5 for you, and 5 for you. Goodbye. AR-15, single threat, 40 feet away, wrong ammunition. Ammunition that fails to fragment, requiring a 3-shot body shot. 3 shots to the body to stop. .83 seconds. So, the AR has pretty much held its own in the close quarters situation. Let's see how the scout rifle does. Rifle, single threat, 40 feet away. Now there's a big concern about using a cartridge like the 308 in an urban setting produces an overpenetration hazard. And with your regular ammunition, that is true. Winchester, Hornady, and other manufacturers make special self-defense ammunition. Ammunition is designed to fragment inside the human body. Now, 308, even in military hardball, with a good center of mass hit or hit to the head, usually produces what's called a DRT situation. Die right there. It doesn't take much imagination to figure out how much higher this DRT factor is going to be when that bullet is designed to expend all, if not most of its energy in the body. So with the right ammunition, the scout rifle or any full power rifle can be a viable defense weapon without an overpenetration hazard. Scout rifle, 40 feet, single threat. .59 seconds. So I think we can see that against a single threat, provided that you master the snapshot, the scout rifle can be on par with even the combat carbine. It has been said that wolves and other predators hunt in packs. So now we're going to go to multiple threats at close range. Here is where the combat carbine is supposed to shine. Let's find out. Combat carbine, AR-15, 40 feet, multiple threats. Multiple threats. 3 threats neutralized in 2.4 seconds. Scout rifle. Multiple threats, close range. .47 seconds, about a full second slower than the AR. So I think we can conclude that when countering multiple threats, close range, an AR or some other semi-automatic is a better tool for the job. However, if the scout rifle is all you have, it will do the job, provided you have the training and the practice and are proficient with it. So, what can we conclude here? I think we can conclude that, if nothing else, the scout rifle and the other variants of the general purpose rifle can take the bolt action rifle and add it to the approved list alongside the lever action and semi-auto sporting rifles. Comments, feedback below, like and subscribe.